Live comfortably in America, you got to make at least 300 grand a year or more. I'm just going to say it like that. I'm not going to say Cardone, oh, you got to make 400 grand or you're a piece of shit scumbag. You got to make at least $30,000 a month, $25,000 a month. If not, you are going to be going paycheck to paycheck. This is how it is, dude. I've done the math. I'm saying this to say you're not less than if you're making less than that money, but you need to realize that if you're striving, I got to make 200 grand. Yeah, you got to make 200, then next year you got to make 450, bro. Like, I get visibly upset. If I don't make at least $10,000 a week, there's something went seriously wrong. I would freak out and panic. There's something seriously wrong because I'm just too valuable to the marketplace. I'm too good at what I fucking do. If not, I got to pay attention to something else. But if you guys aren't there yet and you're worried about saving money, no, you got to invest every dollar you have into you and learning skills that'll help you in your business, your social media, your content, whatever it is. Invest in you so you can start making that money.
Okay, now I already know I'm gonna get killed in this video. I already know it. I already know the comment section is gonna destroy me on this. But hey, if there's anyone out there who's going to agree with what I'm gonna say, drop a comment down below because I'm gonna need some of your protection. Saying $300,000 is like kind of like the new norm where everyone should make is complete bullshit. It's complete bullshit. Now, of course, we would all love to make $300,000. But do you know only 16% of society make more than $100,000? And some people get by pretty well. Some people are able to save, invest, do all the right things, and they end up pretty well. And feeling like you need to make $10,000 a week in order to feel like I belong and I'm way more valuable in the market. Miss me with all that. Right? Miss me with all that. Now listen, I'm all about goals. No doubt. I'm all about goals and I'm all about chasing it. But the most important thing to me is appreciating today, enjoying today, right? You might be broke, but right now, during these times when you're broke, you're building a foundation. You're understanding, yo, this is my baseline. This is my rock bottom. I know now the things I need to do to survive. That's why I laugh at these new people talking about $100,000, $200,000. Let me tell you something, man. I grew up broke and poor in a poor household. $100,000 wasn't even a manageable, right? You can't even imagine making $100,000. So I understood how to live off of just nothing but peanut butter jelly sandwiches, ramen noodles. I knew how to live off the struggle, right? The struggle. I knew how to live off that. I didn't know what Coca Cola was. Hell no. I just knew what store brand was. There was no Coca Cola in my house, no Sprite, none of that shit. It was just store brand drinks. And through that struggle, I learned a whole lot. I learned that as soon as you start working hard and you're working smarter, not only harder, but also smarter, you're able to get to a point in your life where you're able to save and invest. And the most important thing is fuck the $300,000. Because the reason why you want $300,000 a year is because you want time freedom. You want financial freedom. That's what you want to get. I don't care about making $300,000 a year. I care about the fact of I do not have to go to a 9 to 5. I can have a job where not a job, hell with that. I could have a company or a business or whatever I want to do in my life. Anything I want to do, that is what I want to do, and I'm going to do it. I do not want to just chase this $300,000, and I don't want all that, right? I don't want all that. If I get it, that's gravy. But I don't need it because I built a lifestyle where I have the things that I want, which is enough. And if you give me more, that's awesome. But I'm not going to just break my back to try to make $200,000, a year, and then once you get there, then what? Right? Then what? Because obviously, if you don't build a foundation, then once you make $200,000, then guess what? You want to make four. Then guess what? You want to make six, and it's never going to end. Like it's never going to end. That's why, to me, when you're getting all this money, it's to save and invest. That way, your money is making more than you. I'd rather my investments through me doing all smart investing, doing it early and putting in time and having money in the market for a long period of time to give me enough money to take care of my lifestyle where I can make $300,000 a year simply on my investments. That's the goal right there. But if you're not saving, you're not investing, and you talk about investing in yourself, which I agree with that. Investing in yourself is important. But to just act like getting $300,000 a year, first of all, is easy is pure insanity. It is not easy. Is it doable? Yes, but it's not easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it, right? And to say that $200,000 is the new norm, come on, man. Come on. I don't make $200,000. And yes, of course, I go to a grocery store. I'm like, ugh, I cringe a bit. But the amount of money that I make now compared to $200,000 is, nah, it's a huge gap. Like I'm able to survive with the money that I have now. And I'm able to get by. I'm able to save. I'm able to invest. I'm able to go on vacations. I'm able to do a lot of things in my life. Right now, if I'm here fucking around, getting a whole bunch of debt, having being house poor and stuff, then yeah, I might need $300,000 to get myself out of that hole. But if you're living a lifestyle, guys, where you're enjoying, you're saving, you're investing, that's all you need, right? It's like this the story that I heard. It was like a parable that they were saying that. Let me see if I remember this. Okay, I remember this. It was like a New York businessman, and he went to go visit, this town in Mexico, and there was a Mexican guy who was a fisherman, and this New York guy, the businessman, asked him. He's like, "Hey, so what do you do?" He's like, "Oh, I'm a fisherman, and then I work a few hours a day, and then I have wine, and I party with my friends throughout the rest of the day." So the New York businessman was like, "You know what you should really do? You should get a bunch of boats, hire a bunch of people to make all this money. That way you could chill." And then the Mexican was like, "Okay, so like, what do I do with that free time?" He's like, "Just have wine and hang out with your friends." You see what I mean? Like people think in order to reach a certain lifestyle, you need to just make this big business, and that's what capitalism does to you. It can fuck you up. It can really fuck you up in thinking like you could just make all this money by doing this, this, this. In reality, you could achieve those things without chasing, without trying to get that crazy $300,000 a year. Right? Once again, it's not bad. I'm not here to tell you if you making $300,000 a year is bad. Of course, we all want to get it, but a majority of people are not. A majority of people are not, and that's the reality of it. Don't let this guy does not make $300,000 a year. And even if he does, how the hell do we know? Right? How the hell do we know? How do we know he didn't just get fired from his job and he's like, I need to go on social media and I need to just make some money on TikTok and I'm gonna say the most craziest, bombastic things. That way people could just follow my lead. Right? We don't know that. So that's why when it comes to personal finance, guys, it's really important to just worry about your finances. Take care of your household, take care of your finances, build a good foundation, and you go from there. Right? If you build a solid foundation, then you would not need to have $300,000 a year. It would be, like I said, once again, it's nice, but you won't need it because you did all the right things in life. Right? And not just that, out of the top 5 people, millionaires, right? Teacher is one of them. How many teachers you know make $300,000 a year? Right? How many people in your life do you know make $300,000 a year, not being an athlete or whatnot? It's not many people, but there's a lot of millionaires that are walking around and is not posting on social media and letting the world know, hey, this is my portfolio and being all brash and no, right? No, because real wealth is silent. Okay, people who have real wealth, they are extremely silent. And the person that talks a lot and talks loud about $3,000 is the new norm, that's not wealth because they know that. You know that too. We all know building true wealth, that's not the case. It's not about you working hard, it's about making your money that you have invested work hard. It's as simple as that. If you can make your money, make your salary, whatever salary you're making now, we all would quit our 9 to 5 and start our own business or start our own hustle, or just go travel or do what we want to do. Because once all your basic needs are covered and you're getting it from just all your investments, you're chilling, right? Then we're chilling. That's the goal here. The goal is not to just listen to people like this saying $300,000 is nothing, because the majority of society is making like, what, 30, 40, right? You're gonna wake up in the morning and feel like you're a loser. So yeah, all that stuff, man, it drives me crazy, as you can see. I'm sorry for getting ranty, but that stuff really bothers me. I know there's a lot of people out there who are struggling right now, and they're like, they're trying to get by, and they feel like they're doing good. And then you hear someone like this saying, you're not doing good unless you're making $300,000 a year. He's nobody. He's not a certified person. He's just a person saying that. And it can fuck with your head and make you think what you're doing now is wrong. But I'm here to tell you, you're not. As long as you're aiming for something, guys, and you're saving, you're investing, you're living below your means, you're fucking doing good. Hit the like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Catch you guys on my next video. Peace.